Today I will teach you how to make a beat for Central Cee. Let's start. First, make some catchy chords like in my example. You can use a guitar or other similar instruments. Play with the velocity and the timing of the notes. Be creative. Put some reverb on the chords but not too much. Also cut the low ends with a EQ and take out the harsh frequencies. You can pan it on one side to create a tension. Now layer the chords with other Central Cee type instruments like in my example. You can pan the layer on the other side to create a stereo effect. You can add another layer but it's not necessary. I've layered it with some bells. Also put some subtle reverb on it and EQ the low frequencies. Again, filter out the harsh frequencies. You can also play with the velocities and maybe create some rolls. There is no rule, just be creative. I create a simple but catchy melody. You can also make more difficult melodies if you want to. These sounds are included in the God's one-shot kit. Now you can add kickstart or just a normal side chain to create a nice effect. I made a simple animation for the side chain because I don't want to have it all the way through the whole track. Now I made a simple pad with the same chords, but this is not really necessary. I also put kickstart on it and some subtle reverb. I also filtered out the high frequencies to create a warm effect. Now the whole intro. For the intro I also make a respace instead of an 808. I boost the low frequencies because there is no 808 to clash with. Now with the bass. Also put some effects before the drop to create a tension like in my example. Lower their volume to put them in the background. You can also add the iconic drill perks. You can also use instruments for percussion like in my example. I used some classic bells. You can also pan it on one side like the instruments in the beginning. Now the drums. Together they sound like this. For the hats you can just make the standard drill pattern and maybe delete some notes. Also lower the velocity of some notes to create more bounce. You can add hat rolls if you want. With the EQ I took out the low end and boost the highs. For the snare I just made the standard drill pattern, but you can also add more notes if it fits in the track. I used the same EQ from the hats and I put some Diablo light on it to create more punch. For the 808 I made a simple pattern and made also the iconic 808 slides. I made a second pattern and changed the slides for more variety. I used the same pattern for the kicks. For the kicks I EQ out a little bit from the low end because the 808 have many low frequencies. Very important are the perks. Add a few of them to fill out some space. It create more bounce. You can also pan them if you want. Then arrange the beat like in my example. And also make a catchy melody like in Central Cee's beats. Now I show you the full song.